Good morning and welcome to Omega's Christmas build! Let's go ahead and put a day counter up. These are more like 1 or 2 hour segments of an IRL day, not a Minecraft day, since I have the daylight cycle turned off. This will be a 2-part thing. Part 1 is the base of the snow globe, and part 2 will be the inside of the dome. So day 1 is the basic structure of the build, and Omega trying to figure out world edit commands. And day 2 is the adding of the curvature for the center part of the globe. I also discovered that World Edit has the ability to make a curve. Just need 3 points and a special selection command. Although if you're wanting to go back to box select, it does need you to tell it to switch, otherwise you're just selecting 2 points. Okay, and after I got the 4 cardinals done, which that's what I'm working on here, I finally decided to use a rotate command. I had to fill in the one side first, and then I could use the rotate command. So here, since I have 1 full side done, I finally decided to try the rotate command, and after like 3 or 4 attempts of attempting it, I did get it to work. So now we have a nice, beautiful, curved cylinder. And day 3 is the picking of the palette. I was wanting a wood platform for the rest of the snow globe to rest upon, with a metallic ring differentiating between the wood and the center of the dome. Took me a few tries to get a nice warm color that I wanted, but I ended up going with a copperish palette. A few tones of copper, a few tones of terracotta. It's really nice, kind of warm. I decided to add some ice that had melted and frozen on the bottom. And then I decided to add some icicles. I did have to stop my icicle building on day 3, so I've got to finish the icicles come day 4. And after I finished the icicles, I decided to start adding the rough outlines for the buildings. I had a rough idea of the building shapes that I wanted, But I was kind of just placing rectangles for buildings and scion pillars for eventual trees to flesh out the rough shapes. Got the cyan roll replaced with spruce and dark oak wood, then started on the basic colors of the buildings. So when I punched out the middle of the nether portal, I found this kind of cool parallaxing effect it had. So I decided to give all of the cardinal buildings their own little windows. Yes, the world decided to eat everything, but hey look, there's a geode! Back to the build, I decided to have the cardinal directions have a castle, nether portal, church, and city skyscrapers. With the base shapes down, it was onto the backdrop. For this, I chose a simple set of 4 colors for the sky. There's no blending between the lines, but I kind of like the way it looks as a backdrop. Then I wanted something on the inside for the windows to look through. At the moment, it's just white, but that may change later on. Day 5, I got to finish putting the wool down. And started on the texturing for the exterior buildings. Leaves for the trees, roofs for the smaller buildings, and adding some windows and chimneys with some cobwebs for the smoke. We have some nice trees, some little houses, some structures. And that's probably where I'm going to end this part. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in part 2. Or at least that's what I thought. Day 6 and 7. I forgot to make a note of which days were which while recording it. I know which order the video is going, but I don't exactly know where the breaks are. So while I was editing, I decided to go and add the texture to the 4 main buildings, which you get to see the pretty much just the turnaround of. And with that, I believe the exterior is complete. On to the dome! Okay, this time this is the actual end of this part. I thank you all very much for watching this, and I'll see you all in part 2. Bye-bye!